welcome your host, Alan Titchmarsh.
Welcome to Wednesday's AT Show. We've another great lineup for you today. Here's what's coming up.
She's the face of Sky News and one of our hardest-hitting journalists, Kay Burley, on why she's temporarily leaving the news desk behind. We've one of the world's most successful novelists. Jackie Collins talks about writing another surefire hit. There'll be chaos in the AT kitchen as Ainsley Harriott returns. A delicious, meaty feast is on the menu today. Forget The Apprentice. We've some of the country's biggest upcoming entrepreneurs who are planning to change the face of gardening forever. And they're hoping to make it through to the final of the Eurovision Song Contest this week. Former X Factor favourites Jedward chat and perform.
Lots to get through then, so let's get started and meet today's first guest. Kay Burley, Ainsley Harriott and Gloria Hanniford. Welcome. First up, the glitz and glamour of Hollywood descends on London tonight as the National Movie Awards come to town.
Movie award goes to Meryl Streep.
He's still my beating heart, Tom Cruise.
The National Movie Award goes to Mamma Mia.
Phil Appel.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Who do you think it goes to?
This is the greatest award because it sort of throws it in the teeth of the critics.
As a filmmaker, the most important thing to me is you.
Well, the biggest blockbusters of the past 12 months are honoured during the ceremony tonight. Gloria, what's caught your eye over the past year? Your blockbuster of the year?
Well, my instinct would be to say The King's Speech, but that is too easy, really. And I decided that The Black Swan was really my film of the year because even though people said it was sinister and this and that, I've been thinking about that movie ever since, and I think that's a true test of a good story and intrigue. Yeah. And I loved it. I really liked that one. So that's
Black Swan for you.
Ainsley?
Difficult one. I think today movies come so fast, don't they, Alan? You know, it's gone are the days when you'd get one that would be in the West End for months and months and months. So for me, I'd say Toy Story 3.
West Bromwich Albion 0. Kay, what about you?
Well, I've gone for Easy and The King's Speech.
Yes.
I
was a brilliant
thought it was
film.
absolutely superb, I have to say. I didn't expect it to win quite as big as it did at the Oscars, but it was. I was captivated the whole time I was in there.
But Ainsley, you're right, because I was dying to see The Fighter, because, again, that's got a great story. But it was gone from the cinema before I actually managed to get there, so I wish they'd stay longer.
Well, it's interesting, though. King's Speech, of course, stayed a long while because people kept flocking in.
Yes.
It's an indicator, in a way, Ainsley, as to how well-received they are, as to how long they stay on, isn't it? If they're packing them in, they'll keep them on there. Yeah? Well, next...
What's yours, by the way, Alan? You didn't say...
Mine, Kay, King's Speech.
King's Speech,
Loved
yes.
it. Fab. A year ago today, unbelievably, David Cameron accepted the Queen's invitation to form a government as Prime Minister. The country was in limbo, if you remember, for 5 days after the election as Gordon Brown desperately tried to cling on to power and forge an alliance with the Lib Dems, but Nick Clegg opted to go with the Tories instead. Hard to believe it was a whole year ago, but it was quite a day, that, Kay, wasn't it?
Yeah,
do you remember,
it was quite
do you remember
a week,
where you were?
Wasn't
Of course
it?
you did.
Yeah, I do. I hadn't had an awful lot of sleep for about a week, I have to say. And it was, you know, speculation as to who might win, who might not win. But leading up to that, nobody had heard of Nick Clegg until the leaders' debate. Actually, on the battle boss, they'd put Vince Cable's picture on the side as well because nobody knew who the leader of the Liberal Democrats were. He talked down the barrel of the camera, and then he was the nation's sweetheart.
He made his mark. Who could have predicted, Ainsley, that this is what the turnout would have been?
Do you know, hung Parliament for me when you start talking about predictions and stuff. Politics, it's strange, isn't it? It's only when you've got family that you start to think about it more seriously. As a youngster, my children completely ignored it. So I think what we really ought to be doing is to introduce children to politics a little bit in a lighter sense.
Try and make it more interesting.
Yeah, more interesting, because here am I talking about, and I'm sure there's some people out there. Do you know what we're talking about?
Well, finally to one of the music world's greatest ever stars.
Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up
Legendary Bob Marley died 30 years ago today and found greater musical success following his death. The good thing about it, of course, I suppose he founded the floor tile firm, so we'll always remember him. Gloria, are you a Bob Marley fan?
Well, the whole point is, even listening to that rhythm, you know, it conjured up at that stage when actually I couldn't afford to have gone to Trinidad or to Margaritaville or wherever it was. But, you know, to the Caribbean, I think it brought sunshine and that feeling of island life, and there was a new rhythm and it was exciting, and summer. Really.
Summer it was. Hazel, are you a fan?
Oh, yes. No Woman, No Cry.
Oh, yes.
Is probably the greatest song of all time. Yeah. It's just everybody can identify with it. And I think it made people feel a lot more attached to reggae, or Reggie music, as my neighbour used to call it. Playing all your Reggie music. And it just made people feel a lot more relaxed about it. And I'm sure that it probably encouraged a lot of people to go to the Caribbean on holiday. Did you get inspired by it?
I thought it was absolutely amazing. Actually, I was reading about Bob Marley just the other day, and he died, sadly, of cancer. He had a brain tumour. But he actually got cancer in his big right toe to start with. He was playing football and he'd lost his toenail, and he didn't do anything about it. Obviously, that's not what caused the cancer, but that was a warning.
Well, I shall fondly remember his great contribution to gardening, because, of course, he did paving as well. There'll be more from Kay, Ainsley and Gloria a little later, but for now, my thanks to Kay Burley, Ainsley Harriott and Gloria Anniford. Talking of gardening, time now to meet some very special business entrepreneurs. As some of you might know, I'm quite keen on my gardening, and my next guests have helped to make horticulture even more appealing thanks to their green-fingered gardening inventions and innovations. To tell us more, please welcome Helen James, Kathy Cordwell-Todd, Sue Rigby and Himang Majithia. Well, good to see you. Look at this. Tell us, here it says on your sweatshirts, gorgeous girly gardener. Kathy, tell us about what are girly gardeners?
Girly gardeners, well, we're the equivalent of what Tupperware did for plastic, we're hoping to do for gardening.
So you go around houses selling girly gardening things?
Yep, we have 65 agents working for us, and how many do we need?
All over the country, we need, at least 2,000.
All right, so if you want to be an agent for a gorgeous girly... Well, so what sort of things do girly gardeners sell? What's different between my gardening and your girly gardening?
Well,
it's girly.
It's very girly.
Apart from the fact that your dibber's pink.
Yes. It's a big pink dibber. It's very nice.
It is a very big pink dibber.
No batteries. No.
It says on it, graded to measure depths to your satisfaction. Well,
that sums up girly gardening, a bit like prick protectors.
Pardon?
Prick protectors, they protect you from pricks.
I can see where you're coming from here now. So, I like your wellies here. You've got these as well. So, have we got things at all prices for... Do people love these, Helen, then? I mean,
People love the stuff because there's always a twist. It's girly, it's feminine, there's lots of fun with everything. You know, things like our wellies, you know, kiss wellies.
Yes, come on, Alan.
Yeah, hold the wellies.
Look at the hold the welly.
Nice welly warmers, keep your feet warm when you're in the garden. Yeah. And we've got lip balm down the side in our pockets.
You see how
so when it's chilly, keep your lips nice and soft.
You see, I could do that. Never mind girly gardeners. I must be a girly gardener. You've got gloves that are called moo gloves that look like Frisian cows. Yeah. So this is obviously ongoing, and you started this firm up. You're from Skipton in Yorkshire, which is lovely.
Yeah,
I passed my driving test in Skipton. I passed my driving test in Skipton. You know. So, but you're going all over the country now from Skipton.
Yeah, yeah, we're going nationwide. We've got a number of team leaders now who are growing the company, and so we need to grow it with more agents as much as we can.
I love this. Even your twine, your garden twine, is pink.
Yeah, naughty Norman.
Naughty Norman.
Naughty. I'm not going there.
Yeah, well...
Thank you very much. And details of all these on the website. I'm coming now to Sue. Look, you see, I'm just going to recline now. Look at this. Sue, now, this is even nearer to Ilkley, my hometown, than Skipton is.
This is Beamsley, which is just down the road from Ilkley, isn't it?
You look up at Beamsley Beacon.
You do. Yeah, we live just underneath Beamsley Beacon.
So tell us about this. It's very comfortable.
This is wonderful, isn't it? Yeah. This is the Yorkshire swing seat.
Yeah.
But the best thing about it is it's entirely made in Yorkshire. Handcrafted and made in Yorkshire by craftsmen local to Beamsley, 10 miles away, that's all.
How durable is it? I mean, is this going to last? Because it's not a cheap commodity.
It's not a cheap commodity. We didn't build it to be a cheap commodity. We wanted it to be something that you could hand down to your family, to your grandchildren, sideways to nieces and nephews. Doesn't really matter.
You've got a handy little container here for your newspapers.
Absolutely.
Very comfy cushions. And if you sit on this, I mean, how much as an investment is this going to cost me then?
£2,995.
Right, so it is an investment.
It's not £3,000, is it?
No, it's not. No. And it's very comfy, and if you want a bit of privacy...
Just
you
pull,
just go
pull
like
your
that.
strings and away you go.
There you are, you see. Thank you and good night. It's lovely. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Recline from Beamsy. Now then, He-Man, good to see you. This is a barbecue that would fit in absolutely everywhere. Tell us about this.
This is the barbecue tower. It's a multi-level charcoal barbecue, and it's got 3 separate grills. So, you know, however small your patio, however small your balcony, you can cook this much food only using this much space.
And there's a handle here and wheels at the back, so it wheels around. How easy is it to take things in and out?
Very easy. The barbecue tower comes with these tools.
Yeah.
So I'll just do a quick demonstration. Fuel door like this. Pull that out.
All right, so you can get your coals in there.
You take the coal tray out with the coal tool.
Yeah.
Put your coal in, light it. Don't need to get your hands dirty at all. Pull that out. Turn the tool over again. Oops. Turn the tool over again and put it back into there.
Neat, fab. And you've got 3 layers. Is this different heats then as well?
Well, you can control the heats with the amount of coal you put in and
yeah.
the age of the coal. So you can cook completely different foods, your vegetables, your fish, your meats on the different layers with no contamination.
Wonderful. And this is your invention?
Yes, it is. I started it while I was at university about 2 years ago with my brother, and it's just, you know, all rolled on from there.
Find it in garden centres all over the country, I suppose?
Yep, and type BBQ Tower in on Google and you can find it.
BBQ Tower. How much does it cost?
It retails between £160 and £200.
But well-made piece of kit.
Definitely.
Wonderful. Congratulations to you. Details on all these products, you can find them on my website, itv.com/Alan. Congratulations to entrepreneurs. My thanks to He-Man, Sue, Helen and Kathy. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. My next guest is one of our most respected television journalists. During her 21 years on Sky News, she's helped to break some of the biggest news stories on the planet.
The leaders will be arriving shortly to make their final preparations for this, the second TV debate. Just a couple of 100 metres down the road is one of Colonel Gaddafi's main military camps. When the city was under assault, the family here could hear all of that bombing. We believe that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center in New York. That happened within the last few moments. No details at this stage as to what sort of plane it is. It could well be a large plane. We are hearing reports of a 737 not yet confirmed.
We all remember the day. Please welcome Kay Burley. Yeah, I've not lost anybody yet. You got safely down. I think the thing about news like that is, as we saw there, I mean, you're thinking on your feet, you're reacting the whole time. The pressure of being there over a long period of time must take its toll, I guess.
Yeah, I must admit that it's not important what I think, and when I get home, I do get quite upset from time to time, not least when Diana, Princess of Wales, died, and I announced her death. But at the time, I'm a conduit. You know, all these lovely people here want to know what's happening. They can't believe what they're seeing on their TV screen, and my job is just to try and be as impassioned while being calm as I possibly can be.
You're now the longest-serving female newsreader.
You don't look it, Kay.
Well, I'm just quite a feather in your cap, really.
Yeah,
You're still...
I've been a journalist 30-odd years now.
Do you worry when, you know, you see other people, you know, who are not used as frequently as they were, and there is this great move now about, you know, where are the older people in TV? I mean, do you think, oh, any time now it'll be...
Well, I'm very lucky because my mum had good genes, so, you know, I don't have that many wrinkles on my face as yet. But I think it's ludicrous to suggest that women, once they get to a certain age, no longer are able to speak out loud to a camera. How ludicrous is that?
I think most of the viewers think that as well.
Well, let's see what happens. But, you know, in the United States, it would never happen, would it? You know, Diane Sawyers and Barbara Walters, they are icons in the United States. And here, once you get to a certain age, people will say, oh, no, she should go and write novels.
Well, now you led there before I got there. Good that you've got another string to your bow now.
Yes, it would appear.
Here it is, the first novel called First Ladies, about a Prime Minister called Julian Jensen.
Yes.
And people are saying, oh, this is clearly modelled on Tony Blair, inside knowledge here. Tell us the basis of the story.
OK, Julian Jensen is a Prime Minister in his mid-40s. He's just been successful in his second term. He has
so far, so Tony Blair.
So other Prime Ministers as well. He has a wife and 2 lovers.
Oh.
One of them is in her mid-20s and she's a television reporter. One of them is in her mid-50s and used to work in newspapers and now is a magazine editor.
Oh, so it's job placing you in all that, isn't it? A bit of each. Great fun to write, then, presumably.
It was, well, you know, I'm at my master's knee, of course.
I'd shirk him over.
But it's fantastic, isn't it? It's absolutely wonderful.
Well, you go somewhere else, don't you? It's a different kind of...
I was approached to write my autobiography, and I thought, well, what's the point in writing an autobiography when I can actually base it on me, but stretch it into fiction and not get sued? So that's what I did.
But are there, you know in your head, there are certain things in there... It must be quite mischievous in a way, and that you can pop things in there that you know are true, but you're putting them as fiction, and they're going in and you're thinking, I couldn't tell this with the right names on. So can you put things in there that you know actually happened with different people's names attached?
Yes.
Ah, great fun. Does the world of politics, then, do you think, breed this kind of power buzz? Well, it's obvious that it does, really, isn't it? That people they think they're invincible, untouchable, and it makes them careless.
I think all powerful men think that they're invincible and untouchable as well.
But particularly high-powered politicians.
I think, I was... I think it's fair to say, without giving any names or pack drill away, I was adored by a senior cabinet minister.
Were you really?
Yes, I was, and it was lovely to be, wined and dined and adored by someone who had so much power.
How very exciting.
Yes, it was at the time.
Of the politicians...
There's a lot of tittering going on.
There's a lot of... Don't you think it was? I never thought of Dennis Healey as being like that.
It wasn't Margaret Thatcher.
Of the politicians that you've interviewed, who were the toughest, the hardest to interview?
Without question, it would have to be Michael Heseltine.
Why?
Because that's what he would do. If I asked him a question, he would give me a one-word answer. And so when you start an interview, what you'd like to do is, as you know, you just like to have an easy question so that someone will start to relax into the conversation, and then you take it from there. With him, he would never do that. He would only give you... Yeah.
And the most enjoyable?
Politician, difficult to say. I've loved interviewing Gordon Brown.
Really?
I know a lot of people will be surprised at that, but he is really very Heathcliff-esque if you meet him in person. And no, that wasn't who I was adored by.
Right. Well, I never saw the link between Gordon Brown and Wuthering Heights, but I'm beginning to see it now.
Yeah.
But you'll still keep up the newscasting for as long as you're
Well,
able.
I hope so. I've got another 3.5 years to go on my contract, and so there's life in the old bird yet, although my son will be very glad when I'm not on the telly anymore. He hates it.
Oh, does he?
So embarrassing.
Children are like that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have to do that, Dad? No.
Yeah.
But they can be supportive as well. Bless you. Well, First Lady out now, another one I know on the way.
It is. Thank you so much. I'm used to asking the question.
It's scary, isn't it, being interviewed?
Goodness, thank goodness it's over. Thank you for being so kind.
You did very well. You've had lots of practice. Ladies and gentlemen, Kay Burley.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well done. Hello, this Wednesday afternoon, best-selling novelist Jackie Collins discusses her blockbuster. Eurovision hopefuls Jedward chat and perform, and Ainsley Harriot's back in the AT kitchen cooking up a meaty feast. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Still to come, one of the world's best-selling authors, Jackie Collins, is here, and Ainsley Harriot's back in the AT kitchen. But now to the Irish twins who've defied the critics and become the real winners of the X Factor.
Pressure, pushing down on me, pressing down on you, no man has more. Under pressure, that burns a building down, it's a family routine, with people on streets. Got a lipstick on, here I come, da-da-dum. She's got a lipstick on, hit and run, that I'm gonna shake my collar, hey, hey.
Please welcome John and Edward, better known as Jedward. Okay, which is which?
Okay, I'm John. I'm still John. He's Edward.
I'm Alan.
Both together, okay. It's great back on your show again.
It's lovely to have you back on the show. In your usual understated way, in coiffure and pastel. Now, these, I love these.
On fire right now.
Winged heels you have here.
Yes.
Now, guys, reported in the paper a couple of weeks ago that you are the real winners of X Factor because you are now worth a reported £3 million.
Is that all?
Is that... You've been practising
Honestly,
that.
No, actually, I don't know. People probably think the same thing. We're like Pinky in the Brain. We think the exact same things.
Is that £3 million each or £3 million between the two of you?
I don't know. I think everything that me and John do is like together, so we don't like everything.
I don't know, Kate. People
All our
always-
stuff, all our stuff together, like all our like accounts, everything.
So that's everything?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it's in like an offshore account somewhere.
Oh, have you?
Bahamas.
On the Isle of Wight?
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about Eurovision and this entry for Ireland, because you're not quite there yet, are you? I mean, you've got to qualify.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, Kate, it's really, really good this year because we've got a really, really catchy song. It's called Lipstick, and we're really excited about doing Eurovision because Eurovision is such a big thing.
We're performing in the semi-final, and we're performing last on the night, and we're against, like, so you have to qualify, so the UK's already in it. So me and John, we have to qualify to get into the final, but we're in the same boat as everyone else.
So you've got to qualify UK. Is it now Blue I had on here a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah,
Blue
we're wearing red right now.
Yeah. Well, Blue said, you know, we can beat Jedward, you know. But why do you think you can win?
I think Blue is cool because like, it's cool that we're against Blue. But why do we think we can win? Because it's called Eurovision Song Contest. We got cool image, cool energy, and I feel like all the European.
I think me and John are okay. I think like pop music is like for everyone. I think if anyone who like, we make smile, I think they should like vote for us. Like I think me and John we're going to take Europe by storm. We're going to bring so much energy to the red carpets. We're going to do every single interview. We're going to own it.
It's going to like Jer, we're going global.
You're going global.
We're escaping.
It's astonishing.
The thing that's real crazy about it is that everyone over in the UK and Ireland, they're used to seeing our hair. The people in Europe aren't used to seeing us. So when the first time they see us, they'll be like,
So you're going to win by astonishing them then, really, are you?
Well, I think more it's about like doing an amazing performance, real memorable performance, like something that's like really, really cool, and like everyone's singing live, so it's really, really cool.
Do you see the day coming when you think we need a makeover? Our popularity's beginning to wane. We better cut the hair all off just to get a bit of publicity. Will that ever go? Do you think?
We're going to like get everyone together in like Wembley and like shave our hair.
unless our hair actually falls out, then maybe, or maybe if like we might be able to like I don't know, unless it falls out. But we love our hair.
Do you not get fed up with doing it?
I know, like every day I'm like, God, I want to do this, Kate. No, I love my hair.
I feel it wakes you up. It's like someone pulling you.
Because if you had hair in your face, then you get all sweaty. But like, it's good having your hair. Like, look at you, you got your hair off your face as well.
Yes.
So I got my hair off my face.
But I hate to break it to you, but when I wake up in the morning, I look like you.
Yes.
It is. They call me Tintin at home because I just goes up with a point like that.
Because your pillow works as a hairstylist. Like,
I found that.
Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, you've got like bed hair, a new style. So like that's good.
Yeah. We have so much in common. It's amazing. That's just the Eurovision.
You got a suit, we got a suit. We got cool hair, you got cool hair.
Yeah, but I haven't got the shoes. Very boring shoes. I do love these shoes.
We got
I shall have
shoes.
this off you before you go. Look, the very, very best of luck.
Thanks, Alan.
Good luck. Would you like to go over
We're
there?
everyone proud. Okay, we're doing everyone in the UK proud and everyone in Ireland. We've got like 2 countries. I know we're not representing the UK, but we're still like representing
They
our fans.
will. We love you to bits. Go over there. Go on. The lovely thing is I didn't understand a blinking word. Probably you didn't either, but you'll understand this. Here performing Ireland's Eurovision Song Contest entry, which they hope will get them through to the final on Saturday. The dynamic duo with Lipstick, Jedward.
You say you're on it, but you just don't know. You spend the money like you're on death row. You must be miseducated by all the guys today. You think I'll take the bait, but I don't think so. Oh, am I headed for a car crash? Oh, just about to meet my match takes the whole. I'm about to fall in head first, sisters. Let me tell you how it works. Hey, she's got a lipstick on it.
If they win Eurovision, you saw it here first. Lipstick is available to download right now, and good luck to the lads who hope to qualify for this year's competition later this week. Still ahead this Wednesday afternoon, best-selling novelist Jackie Collins discusses her latest surefire hit. And Lacey Harriet's taking over the AT Kitchen. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Still to come, award-winning novelist Jackie Collins is here, and Ainsley Harriet's back in the AT Kitchen cooking up a summery treat. But now, the glitterati of the world of journalism congregate today to celebrate their triumphs over the past 12 months. The annual London Press Club Awards include Scoop of the Year, Consumer Affairs Journalist of the Year, and Daily and Sunday Newspaper of the Year. But in the past few months, the industry has been dogged by phone hacking scandals, super injunctions, and accusations of crossing the line and invading privacy. So, is there anything newspaper hacks have to celebrate? Have Britain's journalists effectively become the worst in the world? Here to discuss are media commentator Roy Greenslade, Gloria Hunniford and James O'Brien. Roy, you've been editor of the Daily Mirror, you work for many other newspapers, journalist to the core. Are we the worst journalists in the world now?
No, that's far too far-fetched. I mean, we don't do the kind of things that journalists elsewhere in the world do. In China, they used to regularly take bribes to put stories in or keep stories out. The same thing has happened in India in the past and in many third world countries, or emergent economies, as we now like to call them. We have bad journalists, and we have had some examples of extremely dodgy journalism. Phone hacking is a first-class example of that. But we also still hold power to account in this country, and when good journalism gets its sway, as in revealing the scandal of MPs' expenses, as in revealing the real premise under which we went to war in Iraq, then it's doing its job, whether you agree with that or not. It is the case that we still have first-class journalism in this country, but examples, certainly examples, of extremely bad journalism, because I think of this problem that we have of entertaining the public more than informing the public, and that's about sales.
But that's always going to be the case, isn't it, Gloria? Particularly now with this appetite for sensationalism.
I mean, I feel that there are two types of journalism in this country. I mean, absolutely divides down the middle. Brilliant journalists, and when I'm abroad, I'm always glad to get back to British newspapers. But then there is this insatiable appetite for celebrity gossip of any kind. And I think it's that actually is beginning to creep a lot into what we would have classified as the broadsheets.
Do you think that's driven by the audience?
Sales.
Well, but in other words, it's driven by that's what the audience want.
Well, I mean, there is this insatiable appetite generally, you're right, for celebrity juice, if you like. But I do think that there's a slight desperation on behalf of newspapers in order to sell newspapers, that they go down that celebrity line too much. And in a slightly different vein, you'll get a girl who sleeps with a footballer or a pop star or whatever, and then suddenly the paper makes her a star with a long-running storyline for weeks and weeks on end. And I just think that for me, that's bad journalism. Yeah.
James?
I look upon journalists as a bit like the priesthood, Alan. I think that just because there are some...
I'm sure they don't.
Just because there are some bad individuals in the dog collar doesn't mean that the entire church is a busted flush. And actually, what the Fourth Estate represents is actually scrutiny. Now, the scrutineer, the person doing the scrutinising, doesn't have to be whiter than white, because the modern tabloid journalist hasn't stood up with his wife in the pages of a glossy magazine and claimed to be as happy as Larry, while simultaneously consorting with a chorus girl behind the scenes.
No, but in a rather holier-than-thou way, he's very happy to point up everybody else who has.
And many of my closest friends are journalists, and they're among the most debauched and dissolute people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing. But that, in a way, is a distraction from the central issues. We have a choice as a society whether or not we want to live in an increasingly amoral country, whether or not we want to live in a world where our heroes don't just have feet of clay, but have super injunctions in place to ensure that we can never know the first thing about the lie they perpetrate to the public every time they sell one of these stories to the newspapers or the magazines about how wonderful their lives are. And I know it will sound odd, and I should stress, I'd never won an award as a newspaper journalist. I never even came close. I was one of the worst showbiz journalists in the history of the genre, but I was always rather proud of the people that were better at it, because I felt here is at least one reason reason why super-rich, utterly irresponsible, entirely unaccountable people actually might think twice before they go and do something else disgusting instead. And that's one thing the British media provides, is a check and balance on a really tawdry, amoral excess.
Right, what do you think when we look, at, for instance, at WikiLeaks and at what they're bringing out, which newspapers wouldn't have been allowed to do? Is WikiLeaks a good thing?
Yes. Overall, I mean, again, you know, one has to be very careful here, but I think WikiLeaks performs a fantastic service. I don't think it's journalism, because I think that all of those leaks, all of the embassy cables, all of the military secrets needed interpretation and analysis, and that could best be done by skillful professional journalists. It's certainly the case that I believe that Julian Assange, who was the man who set up WikiLeaks, was wrong to not redact, take out the names of people who might be harmed. That would have been a disgrace. The Guardian, the New York Times, El País, Le Monde and Der Spiegel, all of the papers involved did that, and that's the right thing to do. But what do we want in life? We do want transparency. I'm not interested in the transparency of a footballer's sex life, but I am certainly interested in the transparency that shows why we go to war, when we do wrong, and so on. Recently, I noticed a WikiLeaks in which they had revealed that the CIA had been funding a newspaper in Syria. Well, when the Syrian president stands up and says, we think America's interfering in our internal affairs, I would generally say you're talking rubbish. But when you reveal it, you reveal that he's got something to say, and WikiLeaks did that. And I think that if we want to make governments accountable, then knowing what they do is essential.
I think it's probably like when the little girl with the little curls, when she's good, she's very, very good. And when she's bad, she's horrid. My thanks to Roy, to Gloria and to James. Thank you. Still there this Wednesday afternoon, one of Britain's most successful writers, Jackie Collins, drops by, and I'm back in the AT kitchen alongside the one and only Ainsley Harriott. Don't go anywhere, you'll see in a sec. Welcome back. Still ahead, award-winning novelist Jackie Collins discusses her latest literary blockbuster. But now it's time to head over to the AT kitchen, where waiting in the wings, not the chicken wings, but the wings, to help me cook up the ultimate summery meat treat, none other than Ainsley Harriott. Thank you very much.
Lovely to see you.
And you.
And, right, today you can see
treats.
a little bit of smoke going on there because
yes.
we've got our char grill pan on, and we're going to be creating these here, Alan. So you can see we've got prawn, lime and chorizo kebabs.
Chorizo?
Chorizo. Do you like that?
Yes.
Chorizo or chorizo. It depends
I was told it's
part of Spain you come from.
chorizo.
Yeah, it depends. If you're from Barcelona, you...
Barcelona. Do you know why they do that? Seriously?
Tell me, Alan.
Because King Philip of Spain had a lisp. And so all his courtiers had to do
Isn't it? If there's something, there's another interesting fact, and there's something to do with the Philippines. It was after Prince Philip or something. The Philippines was named after...
In the Philippines, there are lovely screens to protect you from the glare. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out. Shall we carry on?
I think
yes.
Okay. I think we will.
Well, you know, we just like to toss these little facts in.
I know. It's nice, isn't it?
Yes.
I know people are going to be Googling and checking that all out. Got a bit of couscous here, and we're going to liven that up. I've got a bit of courgette, raw courgette.
All right.
So if you just like to grate it, you can grate it straight in there if you want, Helen.
Right, raw courgette.
OK, we've also got some... Yeah.
Should we call it couscous?
Yeah, we could do. We can call it anything you like, really, Al. But what we're going to spice it up with is a bit of carrot, and I've got a bit of courgette.
Tell me how much of courgette.
I think practically all of that, actually.
All of this courgette?
To show people, yeah, and you can make a lovely salad. Now, I've already finished grating my carrot, and I say what we could actually then do...
It's a blooming big courgette, this, I tell you.
It goes on and on and on.
It does go on and on and on.
What we could then do is kind of... give it a little bit of give it a bit of personality, because all I've got in there at the moment...
I'm bored now.
is all I've got in there is the plain couscous. OK,
yes.
so there's no actual flavour in there.
Oh,
and it's just been soaked in a little bit of water. In with the carrots.
Carrots, courgette.
So we've got carrots, courgette.
In the couscous.
In here.
Yes.
You can see
pomegranate
OK?
Pomegranate, yes.
Pomegranate seed, all that going in there. Lovely. It really gives it a lovely, intense flavour.
Yes.
OK, to that, I'm going to put a little bit of lemon juice in there.
So I've got another suit.
There you go, Al.
Yeah,
Nice bit of lemon juice to
I'll
really
say.
kind of get that up there.
Gosh, I bet this tastes good.
It's going to give a lovely little bit of a lift.
Make my eyes water. Oh,
a couple of
crying in
tablespoons
here.
of oleo rose,
Oh,
you say.
yes.
That's lovely.
Thank
That's
you,
right.
Mansour.
Beautiful.
Right.
And we're going to finish that with a touch of parsley. We're just going to chop some
And
parsley.
then when you've mixed it all up, have a lie down, because it's exhausting.
It's all there.
It's very
That's
colourful.
okay. That's what it's. That's
Isn't
the
that
idea
lovely?
of it.
Yep.
And it's a lovely, lovely salad that you can serve with fish, or you can serve indeed with chicken. It just goes so well.
Yeah.
Anything that's slightly spicy. Now the secret here for everybody that I said who makes up salads, Alan, have a little bit of a taste.
Oh,
so you just
yes.
take a little bit and taste it,
Like
because
a
you're
little
then going to
taste.
serve this to everybody. And then we're going to show you how to do these chorizos.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It's lovely. Do you
Yeah.
taste that? All the crunch, the difference with the pomegranate. You see what I mean? Kind of bursts in your mouth. You get these lovely sensations. That's really, really lovely. And fresh because of the lemon juice.
I like that.
Yeah. Very nice
Very
indeed.
good.
There you go. Now, what about the prawn and chorizo and lime skewers?
Yeah.
Very easy. Fresh prawns, please, guys. Fresh. You don't want to buy the ones that are pink. Pink, it means that they're cooked. This is just lovely and fresh.
Yep.
Right, it doesn't have to cost a fortune, especially if you go to like one of those Chinese supermarkets or something like that, because they have them frozen.
Yeah.
And because they've travelled a bit, they're slightly cheaper. Fresh, obviously. You know,
Yes.
getting a good old British prawn
Right.
by far, far superior.
Good.
And then what we're going to be doing is this chorizo. That's the
Yes.
chorizo ring.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and just chorizo, as you say. Nice chunks of that.
Chorizo.
Okay, chorizo.
Yeah.
That's okay. We have loads of people from Spain be phoning up and sort of saying...
Yeah, well, so you don't say it like that.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
We've got some pre-soaked. Anybody who's a bit of a barbecue fan will know that you pre-soak your wooden skewers. The idea of that is that they don't burn when they go on the barbie. I know we're doing them on the char grill pan here, but, you know, baby,
Okay.
it's warm outside or hot outside or something like that.
It worries me when he sings.
And then on we go. Look at this, Alan. We've got the
All right.
prawn.
A bit of lime.
OK, there we are. Bit of lime.
Yeah.
Always twist it. People tend to push and then you can spike yourself. If you give it a little bit of a twist,
Yes.
it goes on so much
clever.
easier. And then folled by a bit of chorizo. And then we
All
can just
right,
repeat
and then another
the
one of
process.
those.
Yeah.
OK. Hello.
Very, very simple.
OK. And what do you do with them when you got them all on?
Well, you cook them, and I'm starting to cook some already.
We've got a minute left, James.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
right?
perfect, because
Okay,
these will
then.
be cooked in that time. That's the
Turn
real
it.
beauty of these prawns, OK? Look at those.
Oh,
Absolutely
look at
lovely.
them.
Lovely,
Fab.
very, very quick. People do get
Shall
a
I
little
serve
bit...
this up? Do I put this in there?
Yeah, absolutely. A bit of that in there for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Spoon that in there. Make
Yeah,
that look
okay.
really lovely.
I will make it look gorgeous. You bring your kebabs over.
I'll bring a nice kebab over. Going to spice you up. Well, you're only going to try the one, aren't you, Al?
Yes.
So we're just going to push that off the
That'll
skewer.
be enough.
Very simple, guys. Remember the chorizo sausage already cooked. Your prawns, you don't need to cook that. I'm just pulling this off so Alan can get the combination. Take
Right.
a bit of that
A
lime.
bit of prawn.
Squeeze that
And a bit of
cooked lime on top there.
Oh, yes.
That's OK. I'm going to get the rest of those for you.
Oh, my goodness me.
There you go. Tell them what you think, Al.
It always make me read it when I got my phone for the details of Ainsley's prawn, lime on chorizo skewers we found on our website, idv.com/Alan. It's hard, this sausage, isn't it? Oh, you can email us and we'll send you a copy. Alan at idv.com. My thanks to Ainsley Harrier.
Lovely. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much. It's pretty good. Lovely flavour, sir.
My final guest today is one of the it's lovely. I'm going to swallow it because I can't spit it out now. She's one of the world's most successful novelists. She's had an incredible 28 bestsellers and has sold nearly 500 million copies of her books in more than 40 different countries. The latest, Goddess of Vengeance, is out right now, and she is one. Please welcome Jackie Collins. Look at this. Trying not to spit chorizo at you.
It smells so
Does it-
good.
it does smell-
Yes, I
I'd have
think the
brought
whole
you a
audience is jealous, right? They wanted just prawn out there.
Sex, money, power. Lucky's back. This character, Lucky Santangelo, I mean, she's a one.
She is a one,
Yes.
yes, yeah. I thought I'd get her out in a garden in this one, but...
But she's She's not a pathetic heroine. I mean, was this one of the reasons for creating her, to kind of get your own back for women, really?
It wasn't to get my own back. I thought when I was growing up, I was reading all these books by men, and the men were always doing what they wanted to do, and the women were always in the background. They were in the bedroom, they were in the kitchen, sex or cooking. And I thought, I want to write a heroine who's out there doing everything, who's very sexually equal to men. Men have got away with too much for too long. Right, ladies? Yes. So I thought I would bring in a heroine that's like a James Bond for women. She can do anything.
She can, and she does.
And she does.
Do you enjoy taking the same character and carrying on with her rather than doing something completely different? Was she kind of too good to give up in a way after
It's so much fun to write her. And I'm on Twitter. Are you on Twitter?
No.
Yeah, well, I'm Jackie J. Collins on Twitter, and my Twitter fans come to me and they go, "You've got to bring Lucky back. We want to see Lucky back." And they want to see the family. She has this fabulous son, Bobby Sant'Angelo Stanilopoulos, who's half Greek.
Well, it's easier for you to say.
And she has a daughter, Max, who's 17, and a wild one. So I thought, I want to continue the dynasty. This is the 7th book about Lucky, but you don't have to read the others to enjoy.
Freestanding,
they're all freestanding, yeah. And my 28th book altogether. Phew.
Gosh.
Not bad for a school dropout.
No, not at all bad.
Yes.
When taking you right back to your first novel, what spurred you into writing it? Who spurred you into writing it?
You know, I was a kid and I was a reader. I was very much a loner in school, and I would read Enid Blyton.
Oh, me too.
I loved Enid Blyton, The Faraway Tree, The Famous Five.
Secret Seven, I liked.
Secret Seven, yes, you would.
Yeah.
And she really fired my imagination. And I thought, I would love to create characters. And so as I got older, I moved on to Dickens and, you know, Oliver Twist, all those books. Then I moved on to Harold Robbins, a little racier.
Yes, the Carpetbaggers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I remember.
And I thought, you know, this is what I want to do. I want to create really strong heroines that women can read my books and have fun with, but at the same time, we take that double standard and we throw it on its head so that the women come out on top, so to speak.
It's all metaphorically and physically.
Yes,
of course.
Yes, yeah.
Making sure I got that one. When we look at these, I mean, a lot of them are obviously Hollywood-based, as indeed are you for most of the time. There must come a moment there, Jackie, where you want to write your memoirs, and because I mean,
you know, I'm thinking of doing that, and I'm going to call it Reform School or Hollywood, because that's what my parents said to me. Because I was, you know, the bad girl in school. I mean, I read Enid Blyton's The Naughtiest Girl in School, and I thought I have to emulate that character. So I did, and I got expelled from school. And my parents kind of looked at me in horror and they said, OK, Reform School or Hollywood. My sister was a movie star in Hollywood, making movies with Paul Newman, and And so I said, I think I'll take Hollywood. But I thought it would be a great title for a memoir. And, you know, so much has gone on in my life. I mean, I've written 28 books as a school dropout. My first husband was a drug addict. I lost 2 of my husbands to cancer. And, you know, I think of all the people out there who probably could be helped by, they think I lead such a glam life and I write glamorous books, but I think they could be helped to how I coped with the things that went on in my life that weren't perfect.
You were a girlfriend of Marlon Brando at one point.
Well, I'm going to cover that in my memoir.
Can we learn a little bit about that now? I mean, how did you come
to
be... But how did you come to meet him?
He was my favourite movie star, and I came to Hollywood and I was just 16, and I'd been on the train. I think The Wild One was playing in England, but they wouldn't show it in London. It was too racy. So I went on the train to Wolverhampton or somewhere and saw it 8 times. Then I go to this party.
I thought you meant you met Marlon Brando in Wolverhampton.
8 times, right. And I was at this party, and it was like a sort of thing across the room. I guess he was attracted to young girls. Anyway, it's all going to be in my book about that.
But was he a sensational date?
What do you mean? Brando?
Well, yes.
Oh, yeah, but he wouldn't kill anything. And I remember I was, like, scared of flies and moths and bees and stuff, and I went to kill a bee, and he was like, don't ever kill a living thing. And I thought that was very zen, yes.
I never thought of Marlon Brando in the same breath as Mahatma Gandhi.
Nor did I until then. Yeah, but he was a great character. You know, there's some fabulous characters in Hollywood, and I've been lucky enough to meet a lot of them. I knew the late, great Elizabeth Taylor. She was wonderful. And, you know, she had really bad health, but she handled it so elegantly.
With great dignity.
Yeah, she really did.
We look forward to those stories. In the meantime, we shall have to make do just with a goddess of vengeance.
Goddess of vengeance. Lucky is back.
So I see, ladies and gentlemen, Jackie Collins.
Thank you.
That's it today. Tomorrow, the woman who spent a decade fronting Big Brother, Davina McCall's here. Actress Miriam Margolyes drops by. Award-winning actor Ray Winstone talks about his latest movie. Music from the woman who's brought back rockabilly, that's Imelda May. And we preview this summer's biggest blockbusters. Tomorrow at 3. Bye-bye for now.
Well, roll out the red carpet and get the popcorn ready. We're all set for the 4th Annual National Movie Awards tonight. Christine Blakely's your host for all the action live here on ITV1. It all starts at 8. Next this afternoon, though, it's a more sedate pace at a quiet country pub. At least it is for now. Midsummer Murders is next.